Hey, welcome back everybody. Here I am back with another one. We're going to dive right into the fact that we all don't start in the credit card points and miles game. Now, mind you, I've seen tons of videos all over the place, and you tend to hear the lighter side of the news and about all the great decisions that have been made now that the knowledge is there. But what about the learning process? The fact of the matter is, I haven't been really hardcore into the credit card points and miles game for very long at all. I pretty much started right around late 2021, and that was literally off of a conversation with my wife about wanting a card that was metal for some strange reason, not realizing what it would start. So here, I'm gonna present to you something a lot of people don't present to you, and that's the cards that I regret getting. Now, mind you, doesn't make them bad cards, but I still regret getting them because if I knew then what I know now, you get where I'm going with this. I'm gonna let my co-star do her thing. She's gonna tell you the exact proper thing to do to make sure we grow this channel, and I'm actually going to go, I'm going to gather the cards, I'm going to gather my nerve, because it's gonna come time where you're gonna hear some pretty silly things.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
Okay, so yeah, this is a thing. Now, what you see here, and I'm gonna move it closer to the camera so that the lights don't wash it out. Just wanna make sure you get a good view of it. What you see is a sticker. A sticker because I've literally used this card twice in the 8 years that I have it, and this is the Best Buy store card. Now, why do I regret getting this? Because I simply did not know anything. And the fact of the matter is, like most store cards, people tend to get them because of their very gracious, flexible financing, which is pretty much all that's available with this card unless you take 5% back in Best Buy rewards. But like, let's just face it, I don't shop at Best Buy that much. I don't know anybody who doesn't work there with the discount that shops at Best Buy that much. But the fact of the matter is, that is why I got it. I got it to get a TV because I had won an Xbox in a raffle, and it was 4K. I didn't have a 4K TV. And yeah, so that was a thing. Now, what I should have done is I should have used my Chase Freedom Unlimited card because I had that card at the time. There was no reason I couldn't have used that. Or my Capital One Quicksilver because I had that card. As a matter of fact, I don't even think it was a Quicksilver then, but either way, it was still earning me miles or points or cash back, whatever they use. But the fact is, this definitely was a bad decision. And I even tried to peel the sticker off for this video, but it is on there so tight because it's never been touched that I couldn't even successfully get it off to show you the logo. So that is the first one. That is, and they progressively get worse. But stick around and, well, you'll see. Now here's the next one. And just in case, once again, the lights are washing it out, this is the Tires Plus Gold Select card. Ooh. Yeah. Well, once again, flexible financing. I needed some tires. I think I may have used this card twice in like 6 or 7 years. As a matter of fact, I've literally not used this card to such a degree that they have recently canceled it. So this is actually a dead card that I have here, and it's of no use. Luckily, it is not affecting my 824 status because I don't even use a number 5 anymore because I don't think I'm going to see 5 for quite some time. But it doesn't really affect any status. Same thing as the Best Buy card. I could have used other cards to get the tires that I needed, but that flexible financing, because of my aversion to paying interest, wrote me in. But other than that, the car is fairly useless because how often am I going to be going back and forth to a tire garage? At the time when I drove a gasoline car, I did all my own work anyway, so this was actually a fairly stupid get. And here we have another sticker. Are you noticing a trend here? I got to get into the habit of taking these things off, but literally I don't touch the card. I've used this card one time, and this particular card is actually still a part of my 824 status because I got it around Mother's Day of 2021 to get the Player 2 something nice for, you know, having the children and all, because that is an accomplishment. but I've literally used it once. I've never used it again, and I've since bought other jewelry because why not get points instead of, well, why not get points? Now, at the time, once again, I had other cards. I'm not gonna keep repeating what those cards were, but I could have gotten, like I said before, the points. This is getting embarrassing. Yeah, so Capital One Venture One. So that's a thing. I, Jesus. You know what? Look, just look at the other video. I can't recount again how absolutely terrible I did in this acquisition. And here's the thing, this was when I actually knew something. So, you know, that pretty much speaks to the transparency here, but yeah, probably should have left this as a Quicksilver or at least tried to segue into one of the saver cards. But yeah, so this is a thing. Oh man, like I gotta face my family after this. But yeah, well, you guys are part of the family, so my bad. I get miles. Or, you know what? There it is. So that's the end of that. Now on to the last card in this feature. This is the Capital One Bass Pro Club MasterCard. So go with me here, right? So I'm just a normal human, you know, just walking around, human being through my day. And I head into a Bass Pro that is close to my house because, you know, I want to check out their hunting and fishing section because, you know, I like to participate in a little pew-pew therapy every now and then. And as I'm walking out, nice lady, oh, hey there. And from oh, hey there, while she's dressed in her Bass Pro garb, we strike up a conversation. Oh man, handsome guy like you. You know what I mean? You need one of these cards. That's literally all it took. I don't know if I had low self-esteem or something, but literally, the woman called me handsome, and out of nowhere, here comes my social security number and my signature, and sure, you could run that credit check. Oh yeah, I'll come back and I'll, you know, participate in your drawings and such and whatnot. This was one of the stupidest cards I ever got, and it's all because she gamed me because I allowed myself to be gamed. But the fact of the matter is, I have literally used this card one time in well over 2 years. This card has been utterly useless to me, and really the one time I used it was to pay the overage for some ammo that I bought that I actually had reward points for. Now this thing only earns Bass Pro rewards, so they're not transferable. I literally have not used it. It's gonna be open until they probably finally close it. It's a Capital One card sitting on my Capital One account. Yay, Capital One. But this one definitely wasn't a smart get either. But I just wanted to show you all of these cards. So that was the final one. I still do have to face my family. I have now given you guys some insight into what happens when you literally are not prepared and you run out here thinking that you can just do things because you can do them. Now, why'd I go through all of that? The fact is that we all learn from somewhere. You have a lot of people who actually are smart and do their due diligence before they start entering into these things. And then you have schmucks like me who are literally grasping in the dark. But the fact is, I'm here, I'm in a good position, and why not let you learn from my mistakes? What I've learned from a lot of these cards are, don't get a card just because you can get it unless you have a clear purpose for it. Now, mind you, those aren't all of my cards. Now, while I am transparent on this channel, my nickname is not Plate Glass Window. So, you know, there are some things, you know, we kind of got to keep close to the chest. But because you guys are the family, maybe, you know, this one performs well. We'll get into a part 2 because I do have quite a few regrets over my long credit history of 11,700 years. So these are things that you want to consider. Do not get cards just because you can. Never believe anyone when they say that you're handsome. And in some cases, if you have to buy something because of 0% financing, you might want to rearrange things in your life so that you can just pay it off so that you can avoid the interest there. Now, that's just a little glimpse into my credit past that has ushered me into a spot where I can now present to you through Chad's Money Minutes, and that's pretty much it. I just, oh man, oh this is bad. I think it may get worse, but this one's bad. But I made my mistakes, and it's all for your benefit. Now, normally this is where I say, oh, I'll catch you later, or some sort of weird bye so I can get off the camera because I get really nervous. But the fact is, I am starting something new, and I want to let you know because I know which videos I'm going to release next. Please stay on the lookout for my airline alliance videos. I'm going to do videos on all 3 airline alliances. I'm going to outline them with example bookings, and I'm going to be presenting them to you because I am Team Travel, and that is something that a lot of people need to know. People need to be familiar with their airline alliances so they can help them with their bookings. Now, see, you just got something bonus because you stuck with the video all the way to the end. So now, please feel free, check out whatever else is on the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already hit the subscribe button yet. And if you're that person that keeps thumbs downing my video, hey, if you're gonna watch, at least subscribe. Then you can thumb down on a regular basis. But here is where we flow back into it. And until next time, I will catch you later.